Okay, curiosity has killed the cat. I don't need to get into the drop box or the hay filter, but after seeing how disgusting that carburetor was, and it was somehow still running, I just gotta know. I gotta look at the rest of it. I gotta see how filthy everything is getting. I have not yet washed out the drop box, and I have been cleaning it non-stop. And it doesn't seem to matter how much I clean it, I'm always pulling more char out of the thing than I ever thought would be possible. Especially watching everybody else's videos. And with this engine being that camshaft and such low vacuum at idle, I just can't believe how much it is sucking everything over into here. It's amazing to me. These barrels had some really sticky sealant on it. Stuff is gnarly, but it seems to seal up pretty good. The problem with it sealing so well is whatever it is, it gets on your hands. I'm gonna have to go grab a bar so I can get this thing to open. Oh, gnarly. It's a pretty good layer of soot. Well, that might explain why this thing has been leaking the whole time. That gasket is sitting up on top. Or maybe that just got pulled down. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it's been squished in there. Okay, now I'm glad I decided to take something apart and look, because I found a problem I can fix. Let's see how much soot is built up on the top cover. I'd say a solid 1/4 of an inch. I was curious if I was going to see any char up here, but this also gives me an opportunity to look all the way down to the bottom and see if I can see any char, which I just cleaned it out and I can see just little tiny bits way down on the bottom. Don't think you guys are going to be able to make it out. Maybe you can. Way down there in the corner, you just see a couple little pieces. But the insulation is filling up very well with soot. Everything has a nice coating on it. Cool. Like I said, there's no need for me to open this. I couldn't believe how much the stuff had made it all the way up to the engine. That was just incredible to me that the engine was running like that. I have no idea how that gasket would have gotten rolled over like that, or how it remotely sealed like that. But before, it'll do it again. Because this thing has that, whatever that sticky sealant is, I've noticed I need to give her a little persuasion to sit back in place. Oh, there we go. I'll have to look at my other lid and see if I have another gasket that's in better shape than this one. so I can replace that. Okay, let's move over to the hay filter. See if there's anything surprising in there. I don't think there will be. I have had some char come out of the drain when I needed my first big cleaning at like 1,600 miles or so. But I'm not expecting any big surprises out of here. I am just going to pull the hay out, take a look-see, you know, just have a look at it. I want to see if there's any char sitting in the bottom around the bucket spacer. Still recording, right? Yeah, we are. Okay. I haven't had this barrel lid off. Oh, so it's pretty stuck. Oh, holy crap. Wow. Well, it's not even worth describing. I will bring you guys over to look. Look at the amount of soot sitting on top of the hay filter bags. The hay bags have dropped down. They've got so much weight on them, they're actually pushed down. You can see it's all clumped. That's like, okay, so there's the actual bag. You still see some openings in it. Look at this. That's solid soot. So there's no char that I can see in there. It's just super soft soot. It's super moist. All the moisture, it's been draining off of the lid, doing exactly what it's supposed to do, raining down inside. It's absorbed into all this. So yeah, I'm gonna wash out the hay filter today, because that is nuts. I mean, it's 3-4 inches deep around the edges. That's crazy. Well, time for more cleaning. I am definitely going to be taking these hay filter bags out back to wash them. The amount of stuff that's going to come out of them, I don't want that mess that close to the shop. I'm going to pull the bags out, hopefully leaving all the soot in here that I can. I got the truck outside so I can run the hose in here, let it flush all the way back through the rear tank, and pull it out across the parking lot, and then I'll clean it up later. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. There's so much soot trying to come out with it. Oh. One to go. Somewhere down in there. That's amazing that gas was able to flow through this. Yeah, the soot is halfway up my 5-gallon bucket. So I'm gonna grab the camera, bring you guys up here so you can see. For you, those of you that don't know, that is half of a 5-gallon bucket, and it has holes drilled all the way around it, and that's just for the gas coming through those two pipes to flow up through, and that also gives a pedestal for the laundry bags that are full of hay to sit on top of, so they're not squashed down all the way on the bottom where they don't do a whole lot of filtering. A lot of that soot moved around when I was pulling the bags up. I did stuff a couple rags into the outflowing gas lines so I don't get a bunch of soot and water in there. So I'm gonna start running the hose through this thing and try and get this thing washed out as much as I can. Try and keep everything in the frame so you guys can see me run the hose. And I'm sure fairly soon you'll see the amount of soot that comes out of the back. Unless the soot has clogged those lines. But judging by the volume that I'm seeing, entirely possible. Issues in the hose here. Oh, there it goes. I guess it just wants to take its time.
Turn that water off back there.
Oh, thank you.
And just shut it off enough for so you don't have to worry about draining it. It's just draining a little bit.
Okay.
So when you shut this off. Hey! Making a mess.
That's the idea. Gotta get clean. Yeah, now you can see all the soot coming out of there. Now I think I can just crank the water up and let it run for a while until I see it coming clear. Quite a bit of char in there actually that's coming off of the bottom. Take you guys over so you can see. You can see some of the chunks of char in there. Just run it and then take the hose and wash all this out. Yummy. Lots of fun. Okay, got my filter bags all washed out. Got the hay filter housing all clean. I pulled the bucket out, gave it a rinse. Go ahead and reassemble everything. Drop that down. Back at the bottom. All these rags out so I don't forget them and suck them up into my engine. My 2 bags of hay, I just ran the garden hose in it, ran it until the water came out pretty clear. I'm trying to fluff it back up a little bit. It's not all plump. It doesn't matter that it's wet. It's going to get soaking wet down in there anyways. Bag number 1. There we go. See, now the barrel is sitting here full of hay, whereas before it was halfway down. Just all the soot had compacted on it, pushed it down in there. I'm sure some of the water did it too. I got the lid all washed down. Most guys do a hay filter cleaning annually. I have no idea why I had so much soot in mine, but as everybody has told me, every gasifier system runs differently. So I'm not super concerned about it. I guess I just need to check the carburetor more often. When I see it filling up with soot, go through and do a clean out. Oops. Forgot to back off the jam of that. I'm just learning as I go, kind of taking these videos and documenting it. It's my first ever gasifier, my first ever wood gas powered truck. Just learning. And as I learn it, I'll share it with you guys. Alrighty. I had already done, before I started doing the video, I did a clean out on the char in both of these, in the gasifier and in the hay filter housing. So that means the whole system should be cleaned right now. Granted, there's still probably some soot in the lines going up to the front, but I'm not too worried about it. I'll pick it up in my slingshot filters. So now I can put all my caps back on and ready to roll for the way home. Thanks for watching.